With us tonight, wholesale power provider to rural electric cooperatives, Barry Ingold. He runs he's the Chief Operation Officer of Tri-State Generation and Transmission. All right, Barry, is the green utopia, forget the money for a second, is it even possible right now with the way our power grid is?
We do not believe it's 100% possible today. We think we can get there, but it's going to take numerous years in order to transition away from fossil fuels to eventually get to a carbon-free or carbon-neutral grid.
Yeah, I think about even the New York Times is with you on this one. Why the U.S. electric grid isn't ready for the energy transition. The U.S. has billions for wind and solar projects. Good luck plugging them in. Not only is there's not enough power generation, there's not a big enough electric grid, on and on and on. At what point is the unstoppable force of government regulation going to meet the immovable object of how much power we actually have on the grid?
Yeah, so we saw this a couple years ago during Winter Storm Uri, right? Winter Storm affected many parts of Texas up through the Midwest, a lot of power outages. We were able to recover from that, but I think a lot of people are short-sighted and have forgotten about that because they're back to their lights are on, their air conditioners are working in the summer, their heaters are working in the winter. But I think that as we move forward, we're going to see more and more of those types of events.
All right, so there were new regulations that just came out this past week by the Biden administration about demanding more electric vehicles, which put more of a strain on the grid, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Have you noticed any sort of reality check by the climate change activists and the environmentalists, however well-intentioned they are, but a reality check of what's actually possible to power with clean energy?
I think they're setting goals that are going to be very hard to meet in the near future. I think farther into the future they could be met. It's just going to take more time to transition. We are challenged with expanding our transmission network through the multiple layers of permitting that are required, and it's just going to take more time to be able to hook up more renewables. Also, we're committed to shutting down coal plants in the spirit of helping the environment. The challenge is with only wind and only solar, you can't run a reliable grid. You need something dispatchable that can be online when the wind doesn't blow and the sun doesn't shine.
Yeah, seems pretty simple to understand, but obviously there's some people who have different priorities and the lights always staying on. Hey, Barry, we appreciate you being reasonable about this, and obviously you make a great point that the idea of going to solar and wind is a great idea. Just got to figure out how to do it safely for all of us. Thank you. We appreciate it.